Hey everybody, Cody Almasy here from Gin College Podcast at Gin College Analytics at Gin Analytics. You know the deal. It's time for a gin and tonic. And since I am the statistics and analytics guy, gonna break down last night's Monday Night Football thriller, overtime thriller. I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, or if I've said it enough, but since the Lions are awful, I do support the Baltimore Ravens, and I have since the beginning of Lamar's MVP season when he just went off 14-2. Ended up disappointing in the playoffs, but yeah, I decided to jump on that bandwagon then, and here we are. People always talking crap about his passing ability and how he's a choke artist. Well, what was last night? That was such an amazing comeback. What he did. I didn't even tune in until late because I thought they were just dropping an egg. They've looked questionable. Their injuries are just adding up left and right. They lost Sammy Watkins last night. But yeah, the Colts were in charge of the game. They were up 25-9. So Ravens couldn't get it in. They couldn't put the touchdown. They couldn't get the ball in the end zone. They were just kicking field goals, and it wasn't looking good. It was looking bleak. And then, yeah, the Ravens just started going off, drive after drive, scoring. They forced OT. They had to withstand a last-minute kick by Rodrigo Blankenship, but he missed a field goal, and it went to OT. The Ravens got the ball, and they never looked back. Lamar got with his receiver, Marquise Hollywood Brown, right before that game-winning touchdown in overtime, and they planned it out. I don't know if you guys seen it, but definitely go look at that play. And just knowing that it was preemptive, that they thought about what they were going to do, and they talked with one another. It just wasn't a ran play. They're like, yo, give me the ball, bro. And they just, Lamar put the ball in Marquise's hands, and it was game over. Lamar goes off for a career high in passing yards, 37 for 43. Absolutely crazy. 442 yards and 4 touchdowns. He also led the team in rushing yards with 62, I believe. When it's all said and done, he accounted for 494 of the team's 523 net offensive yards. Pretty wild. So all year, dude has had the team on his back, just doing it himself. I mean, obviously, without key players like Marquise Brown and Mark Andrews as tight end being able to help out, and his defense, he wouldn't be able to be here. Speaking of Mark Andrews, I thought I had the fantasy lock, the win last night against Seth, but Mark Andrews goes off for 47 points or something ridiculous. And yeah, I'll take that L though. I guess the Ravens are now atop of the AFC North, 4-1. They lead the division, but it's going to be a struggle to keep that. I don't know. They play the Chargers coming up this Sunday, and the Chargers are looking great. Justin Herbert, he had himself a game as well this week. That Chargers-Browns game was unbelievable as well. Yeah, but the Browns, they're going to be good the rest of the year, so the AFC North is definitely not a joke. And the Bengals are a surprise at 3-2 with Joe Burrow. They lost a heartbreaker to Green Bay. So, yeah, the Ravens are going to have to keep just winning games like this, winning in overtime, winning by field goals like Justin Tucker did earlier against the Lions, and just going to have to keep being a gritty team led by John Harbaugh. He said that it was one of the greatest performances he's ever seen in his life, and that says a lot. He's been around for a long time. He's coaching Super Bowls. He's coached a lot of good players, and for him to say that, one of the greatest performances ever, that's saying something. And yeah, what else do I got here? Oh, Carson Wentz. He had a game himself, 402 yards and 2 touchdowns. 402 yards is a career high for Carson Wentz as well. And you really got to feel for Carson Wentz, his career. This was supposed to be a breath of fresh air for him, and the Colts are one of this year's biggest disappointments. They've had some tough games, some kicks not go their ways, but yeah, they're sitting at 1-4 in that division, and their outlook is looking bleak. Carson Wentz, man, he's faced lots of adversity in his life, and he continues to face it. And the Colts, after losing Andrew Luck to early retirement. You know, he was supposed to be the savior, and unfortunately, that's not the way things have played out this as of yet. And today on the Dan Patrick Show, actually, they were discussing if the Colts are at a position 3/4 of the way through the season and their record is awful, say like 6-4, something like that, 7 games left. Do you sit Carson down early, like not have him play and try to protect your draft picks? Because the Eagles have a conditional second-round pick that could be a first-round pick as long as Carson Wentz plays 75% of the snaps this season offensively. And right now he's at 98.5. So, I mean, if you keep losing and you're not looking good for the rest of the year, and Carson Wentz, who's already been prone or has faced so many injuries already at this point in his young career, do you sit him down and get ready for next year and try to protect your draft picks? And yeah, just something to think about. But would the fans agree with that? Would they not like that coaching move? How would it be viewed in the public opinion? I'm not sure. Just wanted to end you with that little food for thought. Yeah, go Ravens. Thanks for coming to my G&T, my gin and tonic. I appreciate you guys' support and feedback and viewership every week. I'll see you guys Friday on the Gin College Podcast. All right, be safe.